Hey, I wanted to show you show you my clarifying technique. I mix a little baking soda with whatever my favorite shampoo at the moment is. A moisturizing shampoo seems to work really well. I take a little of the mixture and apply it directly to my scalp using the pads of my fingers. And you don't want to scrub too hard because the baking soda is an abrasive, so just a gentle massaging will clarify that scalp and polish your scalp up real good and unclog those follicles. I mean, your scalp's going to be squeaky clean after this. And of course, eventually I get to the hair, but I always start with the scalp before my hair gets too bogged down and cluttered down with shampoo and stuff. Looks like I have gray roots, huh? That's funny. But yeah, in the back, I'm going to show you how you start with the hair after you've got the scalp done. I start with the ends of my hair and I work my way up to the scalp. I love pulling my hair apart as I go. It's sort of like a detangling because your hair is always shedding, and especially if you're coming out of a protective style, you've got so many little stray hairs that are just that have shedded but didn't fall out because they were in the protective style. And a protective style can be a ponytail, it can be a bun, it can be twists or braids, you know. I like to go through and just pull apart, pull apart, pull apart. That's like my detangling, my finger detangling process. So you'll see that all the way through this video. Now, looks like I found one here that has wrapped itself around. And I'm just gently removing it. I always do shampoos, deep conditions, detangles, cold washes, clarifications when I have time, when I'm not pressed or hurried. Now, after I've gotten it a little detangled, I plait it up. And yes, that's still soap sitting on my hair. That's shampoo mixed with the baking soda. This is the last section. I left the last one. I usually work from the front to the back, but I wanted you to be able to see the last section, and it'll be easier if I do the front here last. So I'm just continuing to clarify by smoothing down the hair. The abrasive in the baking soda is going to remove that product buildup. Of course, the shampoo will help lift out the dirt and the oil. And so this is how it looks after it's been sort of detangled. It's not, great, ready to style, but it's detangled enough for me to section it without ripping hair out so that I can continue the cleaning process. And this is a special treatment. I normally don't leave soap on my hair this long, but this is how I clarify. I don't stand and run water while I do it. I thoroughly wet my hair. I add my shampoo, baking soda mixture, and I take my time. And now, since it's been detangled, I'm going to just braid it up because that's going to keep it detangled until I get to the next step. All the way to the end. Then I take my hand and just squeeze all that extra soap out of the braid. So now I have rinsed, and yeah, I'm wearing a towel. Got a problem with it, just block me. People say towels are not good for your natural hair, especially kinky textures, because it absorbs the water too quickly from the hair, causing the hair to collapse too fast and making it split. Yeah, well, we were using towels, for 30 years before somebody said that, so I'm back to towels. If I can't find a t-shirt, I'll use a towel. Not a big deal. What I'm getting ready to do right now is apply conditioner because I wanted to dry my hair first though before that's why I had the towel wrapped around. I still have a lot of water in the top, so you're gonna see me just take a paper towel. Oh wait, let's do the little check-in on the big braid that I cut out of the front of my head. You see that it's still a lot of hair missing right up front and center. Oh well, let's just continue to let it grow out. I'll take a paper towel and I'll use that. That's another way. If you're so anti-towel, you can use a paper towel. You can use a t-shirt. You can also use, I forget what they call it, but it's like a microfiber. That's it, microfiber towel. Because terry cloth and cotton do, absorb pretty quickly. So your hair may collapse too fast, and it may cause splits or cause your hair to be less shiny or what have you. A white towel can sometimes definitely leave lint, and extra curly hair will grab that lint. So it's a lot of reasons not to use a towel, but I don't stress over stuff like I used to. This is the deep conditioning conditioner, the deep conditioning treatment that I'm using. Elastic QP tends to give my hair a lot of slip, so I really like that. I don't think I mixed anything in with my deep conditioning treatment this time. Since I clarified, my hair is nice and squeaky clean and bouncy. It feels really good. So I'm just going to put conditioner only. Sometimes I'll add some honey to my conditioner, or I may add some oil to my conditioner, or I may do a deep hot oil treatment. But today I'm just doing plain old deep conditioning. And you can see that I still am working towards sections. I like to start in the front. I always start applying conditioner on the end, detangling still as I go. I sped this part up right here, so you don't have to suffer through it as much and as long as I did. But what I'm getting ready to do is section my hair so that I can sit under some heat for a while. And normally, you put on your bonnet dryer, or you sit under the hooded dryer or whatever. But I'm going to do a summertime method that I learned. I'll tell you about that in just a minute, when you don't want to sit under a lot of heat. I'm not sure where you live or what your bills look like, but you may not want to heat up the space that you're trying to cool. So if you don't have a conditioning cap, I have another little method. But you can see here I'm just sectioning off these doing like a little Bantu knot. And it really helps to make sure that your hair is fully saturated with the conditioner, because it kind of squeezes it through the section when you twist it to wrap it in a knot. And you see here I finished my knots. Not sure how many sections I have. Looks like about 6 or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe. Little knots. I'm just trying to look pretty for you guys. A little tea time. A little break here in between time, because you don't know it, but this has been like maybe 45 minutes. So if you don't have a shower cap, you can always grab a grocery bag. You can turn it inside out if you don't want that paint or dye from the logo, the chemicals to get on your hair. Just turn it inside out. It's not the most sterile tool, but everybody doesn't have shower caps, so I always try to use the least popular but most accessible stuff, like towels and shopping bags. It's got all this fancy stuff, because you just might not have access to that, and I'm definitely not selling it to you. So just get a shower bag, girl. It's gonna be okay. I mean, just get a trash bag. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna make it through this. So if you don't want to use a dryer, if you don't have a conditioning cap, you can always heat a towel with hot water. You can either heat it in the tub. My water actually gets hot enough for it to be smoking and steaming straight out of the faucet. Or you can put it in water, squeeze it out, put it in the microwave for 30 seconds to a minute. And don't sweat how dirty that towel is. It's okay. I think I had some, I draw my edges on. I draw my baby hair, so that's all that was. Just cover it up. And you may want to reheat that towel once or twice. You're good to go.